experiencing the sights and sounds of several model railroad shows in New England, I came across this fantastic artwork of railroad scenes that have details from their rivets and steam to the landscapes that envelops railroad locations throughout the land by using a pencil.
Well, my name is Sargent, and I'm a pencil artist who specializes in doing mostly railroad scenes, largely in New England, but I also do other areas as well. I've done some drawings that are depicted in locations in Wyoming as well as the state of Maryland. But I've been traveling around and doing model railroad shows in the area for the last 23 years, mostly in the New England area. And I'm currently working on this particular drawing right here, which is a depiction of the roundhouse up in Bartlett, New Hampshire as it looked in the late 1940s. And eventually, after I get this drawing finished, I'm going to have prints made of it in the exact same size as the original is, and I'm going to offer those for sale, just as I've done with some of these other prints that I have. These are all prints that were made from original drawings I've done previously over the course of the last 20 some odd years or so.
Usually do your artwork with the imagery upside down?
No, this is mostly just to give people an idea of what my drawing techniques are like.
Oh, okay.
So I usually prefer to work right side up.
Thanks, I'm sure.
My mother and my grandmother were both artists, and so I got most of my training from them. And also, I've been drawing ever since I was about 2 or 3 years old, and I've loved trains ever since I was about 2 or 3 years old. So it goes sort of hand in hand. I do other subjects as well, but I work on a commission basis, so I do artwork for other people. So I basically do whatever artwork it is that other people want me to do for them, that they commission me to do. So I've done things such as automobiles, buses, even stagecoach at one time. But a lot of the times people like me to do railroad art, so a lot of the stuff that I do is railroad scenes or railroad related scenes. I've just done the outlines of where I want specific elements to go in the scene and where I'm satisfied with where they're placed. Then I start up in this corner and I start shading in the sky very gradually, and I just continue shading in the entire drawing, going from top to bottom and from left to right. Because I'm right-handed, that way my hand always stays away from the area that I've just worked in, so it prevents smudging from occurring in the areas I've already finished. It keeps my highlights light and my dark areas still dark, and it keeps everything still fresh and crisp. I usually like to work in a standard 18 by 24 inch size because it's a size where I can get a lot of detail in. It's easier on my eyes in order to see what I'm doing. And also 18 by 24 inches is a standard frame size, so it's a very common frame size. So it makes it easier and therefore less expensive for potential customers to be able to inexpensively frame one of these drawings if they were to buy them. For me, I've been trying to sort of move with what my customers have been asking for. One of the things I've been hearing was that they enjoy my artwork, but they don't have the wall space, so I've started branching into doing other sizes of artworks, some smaller sizes of artworks that don't take up as much wall space. Also another concern, of course, is the issue of saturation, where so many people in the area have my artwork that any of the smaller size ones I try to research and make sure that it's a standard frame size so it's inexpensive in that manner. Notice people that I remember seeing from 20 years ago. Of course, I no longer see; they've passed on. But there's still younger people coming in, and also families that still attend, and people that still come to the shows. Pretty much every show that I do, I still encounter people who have never encountered my artwork or never seen me before. So that's something that I feel is not as much of a problem as it might seem initially. Largely through my website, which is www.CameronSargent, QuickFlick.com. And through there you can email me, which is also Cameron Sargent at Prodigy.net. I'm also on Facebook, and hopefully within a few months I also hope to have my own YouTube channel, as I've been videotaping myself. The last drawing that I did, I videotaped myself completely from start to finish, and I'm going to try to put all of those frames together and make them into a video in which I go in fast motion and I do the whole drawing. And even then it would still be a 15 to 20 minute video at the shortest, even if I'm just flying along and just going like this.